since the dawn of gaming, when eager children in bell-bottoms put quarters into arcade machines. Douchebags with terrible haircuts cheated at Donkey Kong. And local news outlets the world over ran stories on the phenomenon of the arcade. Wow. This dude is fierce! Since those halcyon days, the characters in those games have eaten food. And that tradition of sustenance has persisted for years. Today's game characters enjoy a world where their food actually looks like food, and is discovered in locations where one would logically find food, even if it is covered in zombie guts. Gross. But today I would like to honor those that paved the way, those that sacrificed so the likes of Frank West and Arthur Morgan could enjoy— is that prime rib? Prime rib. I am, of course, speaking of the protagonists of the 16-bit era, who had to forage while they fought. They had to eat chickens from walls. Pizza they just found at a random construction site. Roast beef from a phone booth. How did it get there? But none had it worse than the heroes of Metro City, Haggar, Cody, and Guy, who in the game Final Fight had to subsist mostly on food found in trash cans. And while some of the food they ate could conceivably survive the horrors of being in an inner-city trash can, I don't think there's much hope for those burgers. The bun would have absorbed garbage juice. There are rats and other disgusting things. Feces and— oh god! This is a cooking video. Just said the word feces in a cooking video. I think I've officially become the dumbest cook on YouTube, which is impressive. At least I have my title card to redeem me. Shit! Okay, a fair argument could be made that this entire idea was stupid. While I suspect that Metro City was supposed to be quintessentially American, what they landed on was stereotypically American. I mean, Mike Haggar is just Schwarzenegger with a Tom Selleck mustache. So that'd probably mean whatever burger they got out of a trash can when they kicked it over would be a stereotypically American burger, which means it's one of two kinds. A fast food burger with its multiple thin patties, or an American diner-style burger with a thicker patty and a thicker, more robust bun. If there's one thing America loves, it's robust buns. Red beans and rice didn't miss her. It should be the fucking national anthem. But no matter the burger you make, burgers are more subjective than most food. That's what's great about them. I mean, it's the combination of toppings and stuff that make the burger that you like, so I can't really tell you how to make a burger. What I can tell you are some patty techniques that are really great to duplicate the American fast food patty, or a big, thick diner burger patty, and I can tell you how to make buns. And don't be scared, bacon bread's way easier than everyone makes it seem. It uses one bowl, makes very little mess. I guess that's as good a place to start as any. You may have noticed these are called sweet potato brioche buns. You may also notice the sweet potato in the shot. But the sweet potatoes don't affect the flavor at all. They just kind of give it some color and a little bit more nutritive value than they'd have otherwise. So peel the sweet potato. Hi, this is Ned on his shitty camera microphone. I didn't press fucking record after I was gonna do that. Oh, I felt a feeling joke. And we're back. Okay, take the cubes, put them into boiling water, cook them for 20 minutes. Just check them at 20 minutes. They may take a little longer, just depends on the sweet potato, but they should be done when you can kind of pinch them with a pair of tongs like this. Then put them into a bowl and mash them up, and use whatever you want to mash them. You can use potato masher, fork, you can go Final Fight style. Let your heart guide you. Okay, this whole thing's going to be a little bit easier if you have a mixer, but if you don't, it's not going to be that bad. It'll take 3 extra minutes. First things first, dump everything but the flour into your mixing bowl of choice, and stir them till they're incorporated, and then add all the flour, and stir that till it's incorporated. The end result should look like this, but if for some reason your batter looks a little too thin, just add a teeny bit of flour at a time until it looks right. It's okay if it's a little bit runny. It's okay if it's a little bit thicker. It's going to be fine. So once everything's mixed together, either run your mixer on a low setting, I use 2 on a KitchenAid, for 5 minutes, or dump it out into the counter and knead it for 8 minutes. And once that's done, you just gotta put it in the fridge and wait like 8 hours, which is the one drawback to making your own bread. It's a bit of a time sink, but it will be worth it, trust me. Once the time's up, flour your countertop, dump the dough out onto that, put a little more flour on top of the dough, roll it out, cut some buns, pick them up, do this little tuck move to them. Once you get everything tucked under all nice, put the crease side down onto a piece of parchment paper on top of a cookie sheet, and then press down on it with your fingers like this. And then just sort of, walk away for 5 minutes and let the dough rest, and then press it down again. You can do this as many times as you want to while you're getting other stuff ready or whatever. But whatever the case, once you've pressed it for the last time, hit it with a little bit of beaten egg, and then wait another 5 minutes. You can then add some sea salt or sesame seeds or a little bit of chopped garlic, whatever you want. Then put them in a 325-degree oven. It's going to take anywhere from 25 to 30 minutes, so check at 25. And they're done when they look like... If you have an urge to eat one of these with butter right after they come out, just go with it. All right, on to our burger patties. The 3 overarching rules to making a really awesome burger patty are as follows. 1, don't put any extra shit in there, like onions, spices. I've even seen egg done before, because at that point you're not making a burger, you're making a meatball. 2, never overwork your meat. Deny the urge, Ned. And 3, always make your patty about 1 inch in diameter bigger than the bun you're going to be using. Because as soon as you put it into a pan, it's going to shrink. The degree to which it will is going to vary a lot depending on the amount of water and the meat that you have, how hot your pan is, how thick you've made your burger. But just kind of experiment with it until you figure it out. But 1 inch in diameter bigger is usually a good rule of thumb. Alright, for the fast food burgers, the only secret to making a patty that looks like a fast food burger patty is to freeze the meat. Not for long, you don't want to damage it, but for like 30 minutes. And they're also made from a very small amount of meat, pressed out very, very thin. So in order to facilitate this and make it as easy as possible for ourselves, we're going to put parchment paper down on a cookie sheet, get a ball of meat about the size of a golf ball, and then press it out until it's this big. I mean, that's really thin. So as soon as you have 2 patties smashed out thin like this, just add a little salt and pepper, throw them into the freezer for half an hour, and that's it. Next step is making the diner burger patty. And this is a thicker burger patty, and there's tons of different ways to do this. Smash burgers right now are really popular, but this is the method I like. It worked really well for me when I was a cook at a bar in Charleston. You can play around with this too, but this is my method. Get about 1/3 pound of meat, put it in a ball, and it's just a bigger version of the last patty we did, but we're not going to spread it out so far. You're going to want to leave it about 3/4 of an inch thick. And just, slowly work your way out. Pressing lightly, trying not to overwork the meat. Flip it one time so it won't get too stuck to whatever surface you're pressing it down on, though you can avoid that problem if you want to use more parchment paper for this one. And then as soon as you got it nice and formed out, and again, 1 inch in diameter bigger than your burger bun, salt and pepper. And that's it, we're ready to go to the pan. Alright, first things first, you see how hard this patty is? That's what you want. Drop it into the hot pan, and you'll notice it just shrinks up really fast. As soon as it's down to this, like the size of your bun, flip it over, add your cheese, and it's really only going to cook for another 30 seconds or so. Get it out of the way, cook your second patty, and you're just going to repeat this process. If you want like a 5 patty burger like that insane Burger King one in Japan, go for it. But I'm making a 2 patty one here. After you've flipped your second patty, put the cheese on that one, and then add back the original patty you just took out of the pan a minute ago. Wait 30 seconds, take it off, and that's it. As far as the diner burger is concerned, same deal, a little bit of butter in the pan, drop it in, salt and pepper side down. You put a little more salt and pepper on here. As soon as it starts to shrink a little bit, and you can kind of peek, take a look, make sure it's getting nice and brown on one side. You flip it over, add your cheese. I'm using cheddar for this burger, and then cover it. It's going to rain grease from the lid that you put over it. You can also use a metal bowl for this, by the way. It's going to rain grease down onto the burger, make it super greasy, super crispy, and trust me, this method just works. At this point, you can add the bacon if you do put it underneath the cheese. I find it makes it a little bit rubbery though. I just like to get my bacon really crispy and just add it as a topping. There is another method that involves putting chopped bacon into your burger meat, but that's just fucking weird voodoo science. Won't have anything to do with it. Alright, and after about another minute, that burger's ready. The time's obviously going to vary based on how you want your burger cooked, but all these numbers are for medium rare, so just adjust accordingly. And now there's only one thing left to do. Alright, so you got these burger patties and these sweet buns. So what can you do with them? For the diner burger, fry up some bacon, cut one of those buns in half, spread room temperature butter on the inside, place it butter side down into a pan on almost medium heat, move it around constantly so it doesn't scorch, then assemble it with a little bit of mayo, some thin sliced red onion, thick slice of really kick-ass tomato. This is a Cherokee purple. And then annihilate it, because it's delicious. On the fast food front, I'm going to duplicate one of my favorites, the Steak and Shake garlic burger. And for that, we're going to need store-bought potato buns, some melted butter, and a brush, and a little bit of China White. God, I love cocaine.
So much.
Sorry, I really wanted to work that clip in for a while. That's just That one was for me. So brush on some butter, and then add the garlic powder. Use American cheese when you're cooking your patty, and then toast the bun just like before. Then for assembly, again, just a little bit of thin sliced red onion, a little bit of mayo, and then call an ambulance. This shit's super dangerous. But anyway, that's it. Have fun. Now, this is all you. Hope you enjoy your burger. Eat better than those poor bastards in Final Fight. And thanks for watching. See you guys later. Like the way that you dance when you dance with your pants off. Oh good, this is on.